Hello everybody. Just wanted to post this quick little video reviewing 3 different sets of push-up paddles that I recently found on Amazon. These were the most common ones available, and I just wanted to give a few a try and see which one felt better on my wrists. I don't know about you, but sometimes I get wrist pain and discomfort with planks and push-ups. Usually you can work around that by building up strength and mobility, but sometimes they're just bothersome and you want a little extra support. So these push-up paddles are a really nice option. And I tried a few. I have a favorite, I'll tell you right off the bat. These Perfect Fitness push-up stands were the winners of the 3. But there may be reasons for different people. You may like one over the other. Just wanted to give you a few options. So first of all, my top choice, these Perfect Fitness push-up stands. What I like about them the most is that they're the widest of the 3. So when you get into your plank or your push-up position, your hands and knees position, I felt really stable. I don't feel like they're wiggling around at all. And they're also nice and wide. And I'm going to bring it up to the camera here so you can see. It's a pretty wide grip. So it felt pretty comfortable in both this hands and knees position, and also even if I was to do anything on one hand, I felt like I had a good amount of support. It doesn't feel wiggly at all. My only complaint with it, and this is the reason I bought a couple others to try, is I kind of wished this red handle had a little more padding, just because if I stayed in a plank position for an extended amount of time, I could feel a little bit of pressure on my pisiform, which is this little bone on the pinky side of your palm. But really that's being a little bit nitpicky because for the most part, I'm not in that position a terribly long amount of time, and the benefit of it taking pressure off my wrist was worth it. But what I was looking for is like, well, maybe there is something like that that had a little bit of padding. And I tried these RDF Push Up Bars, which have a little bit more cushion around it, and this other one called RBX Push Up Bars / 2-pound weights. So of those 2, they did have a little bit more cushion, but the downside of it was they weren't as stable. So this RDF one is kind of shaped like this. You can see it's kind of a swirly type thing. I don't know what you call it. But either way, it's not as wide as these the red paddles, so they feel a little bit, you can see they wiggle a little bit forward and back too, and from side to side they feel not quite as stable, although I did like how it has a little more cushion here for my hand, and so that little bone, that pisiform in my hand felt slightly more comfortable, but really slightly more comfortable. To me, it didn't feel worth it to lose that stability, and also the width of the grip is much more narrow, so even though it has that padding, when I was in this position for a longer period of time, I still got some of that pressure here anyway. So the red Perfect Fitness still is the winner. And these were the big losers, unfortunately, because they were really cute and little, and I have a small place, so I'm always about trying to find something small that doesn't take up a lot of room. The benefit of this, I could see this, some people liking it, because it's a 2-pound weight. Hopefully you could see that. There you go. They're also a 2-pound weight, so perhaps if you're doing some arm exercises and you're mostly using these for, it looks like they market it a lot for people who do walking with weights. So let's say you're doing exercise and just holding those 2-pound weights. It's actually pretty comfortable to hold as long as you're not like a huge person with big hands. Like my little hands almost barely fit in there, so these also wouldn't be good for big hands. But they do fit comfortably into my little hands like this. And let's say if I was doing exercise and then I just needed to like lean on the wall and do a couple push-ups, wall push-ups, I could see that working for that pretty well. Otherwise, for my purpose of why I needed these for doing planks and push-ups on the floor, really didn't care for it much because they're very narrow and my wrists feel real unstable and wobbly here, even certainly less stable than I do just having my hands flat on the ground. So those are the 3 that I tried. There's many, many more out there, but of the ones that are kind of affordable and readily available on Amazon, my favorite was these Perfect Fitness push-up stands. So give it a go, see if that helps your wrists, and if you have other ideas, pass them along to me so I can share them with other people. Thanks so much.